star. On the road in the van, me and the band, doing the best we can. Dead broke, no joke, The needles on E and the engines puffing smoke. Limp into town on the fumes. Chaos resumes in a dingy hotel room. The show starts at 8, but we might be late trying to find the venue. Thought tonight was just another show, another small town in the middle of nowhere. But I'll never forget that place. The very first time I saw your face. I'm in love with a girl named Amy. She's my Disney princess. Yeah, she drives me crazy. We stay up all night, then we sleep all day. She's the one that never got away. Thinking about you nonstop, right round the clock, head spinning like a top. All night, all day, you're everything I need in every single way. Felt like the blink of an eye, 4th of July underneath the bright blue sky. And I just couldn't wait to sit around the lake and learn all about you. On the beach alone and in the dark, look in your eyes and they're trying to tell me you've been waiting all night for this. The moonlit sky and our first kiss. I'm in love with a girl named Amy. She's my Disney princess. Yeah, she drives me crazy. We stay up all night, then we sleep all day. She's the one that never got away. I'm in love with a girl named Amy. She's my Disney princess. Yeah, she drives me crazy. We stay up all night, then we sleep all day. She's the one that never got away.
Alrighty, we're now visible.
Visible. Let's get visible.
Alright, time to choose what race/reward I'm going to. Right?
I'm looking.
There are some. I can't be an ogre. Don't know any of the order.
What about Tomb Kings? They look kind of cool.
I can one of the two.
Yeah, be mummies alive. For people under a certain age, they have no idea what that is, but that's okay. It was a cartoon show from the 90s. It was kind of like a superhero Power Ranger type thing where it was a bunch of mummies.
Just because this
Sold
one starts
toys.
with some monsters, I'm going as Grand Hierophant Cap. Attack.
Sure.
So, essentially, we're a whole bunch of weak undead units and some strong special units. That's our army in a nutshell.
Okay.
It is one of the races that people have been begging the devs to buff for a long time. But alas, they have. Oh, well, PvE is totally fine to play these guys, and I'm going to enjoy these guys. They are not used to get slapped.
Balancing is a problem.
Balancing is a little bit of a problem. But again, that's like PvP ranked, which, dear God, I would never do. My small brain, and not big brain.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a fan of ranked in a lot of things. Pretty much the only thing I do it in is Tift, which there's a new set out, by the way, and Hearthstone.
Considering I've not installed TIF, I'm not reinstalling it. Also play ranked in that card game.
What, Master Duel?
Oh, Hearthstone.
Yeah, I said Hearthstone.
Oh, did you? I missed that.
I did in fact say Hearthstone.
Ah. So annoyed that we can't play fucking.
And technically, I play ranked in Master Duel the few times I play it, but you don't really have an option.
So you say. Dog, he'll stack. Come on, game. You can do this. Load a little faster. I'm so glad it's only the one loading in file and everything.
I like your weird, like, snake units.
Yep. Like Mechanicus units, they cool.
Yeah, they look really cool.
Like these dudes, the giant dudes in the background, I can't wait to get one. Alas, you can only have one in an army now.
They're like titans.
Yeah. They're one of the units that everyone's like, please, for the love of God, just buff. They're so weak for how big and expensive they are. Generally, when I play this game, I either play these Tomb Kings here, or I play Empires, or realistically anything that has monsters. Why on God's green earth would you play a fantasy game that has giant monsters? No, I'm gonna play the humans who have spears, flintlock rifles.
As a person who always plays Paladin in D&D, I don't know what kind of person would do that.
Yeah, Mr. Paladin.
I wasn't a human Paladin. I was a Paladin, though.
Okay, at least slightly better being not a human Paladin. Human Paladins, they're the most basic bitches.
Except for the time when I made my Paladin to just be Garen, because I thought it was funny.
Still a basic bitch. Still better than human warrior champion. Fighter champion, whatever it is. Class, subclass mixes.
Yeah, it's hard to say.
Okay. Bar is full. Let me in. Let me in. There we go. Oh, right up against the Alright. Before I do that, castle. I need... Where's my guy? Go to fight. Alright. First battle of the first campaign. They always give you an easy battle when you're playing PvE, but start with. So yeah. 2 orcs up. My cavalry.
You can't tell me it wasn't right. And I can see you burst into my life. You say you've got a lot to learn about letting go. There's one thing you need to know. I finally have you right where I want you.
bit of a fire cannon. So one supreme negative these guys don't get much range.
I'm guessing everyone else gets a lot of range.
Some groups they get a lot of range. Okay. Realistic.
Yeah. So wait, you're creating your army first, right now?
I'm right now positioning my army. I can't make any new. Like I've got my 2 cavalry units, which I have here, which are. I've got my shielded anti-large unit here. So if they had large unit, these guys would be also dropping cavalry. Actually. Cavalry charges. Pickums are the crew. My basic here.
Yeah.
People. We have our giant snake riders.
Yeah.
Monster cavalry.
Where's your giant guy, man? Oh, I thought you were talking about those, like, Titan dudes.
Oh fuck, that's late game. I won't have that for like a long time.
Fair enough.
So in the tree, they wouldn't be able to see, but I'm poking my army out, hoping they take the bait. Also, you shouldn't do what I'm doing right now, which is having my army cross itself. Back slow. cavalry. Happy.
Exile of Nick.
Okay, we won. I need to remember not to put my things. Pretty nearly died. He does not take getting a mace to the face very well. Loading. Best unit by far in that fight.
Shaking like a fool. Ain't ready for this.
65 to 20. Confirmed.
Spend the night out till the light of day. Haven't closed my eyes, but haven't seen you there. Around to me, yeah, around to me. I want you to be mine, baby.
The acquisition of lands is the
Is it my first? Hey, on to the next fight. A fight for a town.
I don't know where you're hiding. I'm shaking like a fool. Ain't ready for this. Girl, you break the rules.
I believe in you.
That'll be fun.
Spend the night out till the light of day. Haven't closed my
Keep a better eye on my.
but haven't seen you there. Around to me, yeah, around to me. My naughty way. I want you to be mine, baby.
Move!
I want to move.
Are we winning yet? I can't tell.
So the bar at the top, green is meat, red is lunch.
So, yeah, stomping.
Not all of my answers are amazing, but doing far from that. Yep, we have one. Territory is out.
Victory!
Victory indeed. Honestly, they ran smoothly. So,
It happens, man.
well, orcs are not known for having a high amount of morale? Yeah, morale. They don't have a whole lot of morale. They run easily. As long as
Their defenses are broken.
well, yeah, as long as their lord is doing well, they're fine. But the moment their lord starts suffering, they chicken out. But we're even worse. If our lord dies, the entire army just disappears.
I see.
Wow. My army is made of undead minions that were summoned by some guy. So if he dies, summoning it, they'll just turn back to bones.
That's concerning. So what you're saying is we need to not have that happen because we don't want just a pile of bones?
Yes, it's an instant lose.
See that much of this area alive.
I can see why they might be a little bit of an issue during PvP because they can just target that guy and then you lose.
Our lords are generally pretty strong, and as long as you play wisely, that big of it is something that vampires also have that issue, but again, vampire leaders also.
Oh, so they just have like stronger leaders to compensate for the weakness.
Pretty much, yeah. Like with the vampire leaders, they have all kinds of heal while doing damage.
So how does this game work multiplayer?
We would all be taking our turn at the same time. I would be guys, you might be guys, or you might be. So this whole fucking map is filled with areas like this. Down here, all down here, giant map. So we would each be taking our turns separately. Well, we'd all be taking our turns at the same time. And like, if I'm fighting a battle with the AI, you guys end up watching. And if I want, I can actually give you guys a subset of units, so that we're all playing at the time you fight, or you guys just watch me my fight as your fight I'm watching.
All right.
So this is also number 3. So it's got a bigger map and more units. We would be either playing number 1 or 2, depending on. And realistically, and that would decide what units are available. Good thing is, if you buy like 1 and later buy 2, you get all of the units and all the DLCs you bought for 1 ported into 2. And same for 2 to 3.
I see. I see.
Different. So also, there's essentially 3 ways to win. There are your short victories, long victories, and total map dominate. Short and long victories depend on your faction. Total domination is dominate the world. Other questions?
Not currently. We'll have to see the first one so that I kind of understand what we're doing with the first one as well.
First one. First game?
The first game, yeah.
Well, it's this map. It's the exact same, it's just less units.
Is there not new game mechanics as you go forward with this?
Each army has their own game mechanics.
I
So
see.
there's less armies and thus less units. But core of the game mechanics, which is kill people and claim territory, it's the same. So for my faction, we have something called Canopic Jars. They are a different kind of currency I need passing time magic spells and utilizing specialty. Another example is Dark Elves. For one specific hero of the Dark Elves, his whole shtick is, depending on completing different quests you get, gains access to special units.
Okay.
And so he wants to do those quests to get those units. However, if one of the quests just gives a unit you don't like or don't care about, you would just skip that quest because not a problem. There's like now, he's not in the first game. Third game. Right here. Oh, right. Sorry. There's like the demon, the corn demon, who his whole thing is every time he kills somebody, like he wipes out an army or sacks a place, he can spawn a second temporary army and can get his campaign movement back to go and fight even more people. Like, you want to play him incredibly different.
See.
Also, like, as you see here, I'm leveling a high-specific lord, spellcaster, so I'm focusing spells I could be trying to get.
Fair enough. Yeah, the trees get slightly more convoluted. It seems like there's a lot of stuff to remember. And is it the same for all civs? Or is it different? Were those upgrade trees you were just going through?
Oh, that is different on the type of commander you have for your army. This is specific to that one commander.
I see. Kind of.
This, so like, I have my primary commander here, and secondary. I just gave the secondary. Primary has 4 spells. And I wanted to, like, renew board and one of these guys was different. Like Warrior 1. I can only get these ones right now. But like, potentially I could get a melee. Oh, a while. For my unit specifically, one of the challenges of my guys are I have to get Kanaka jars and I have to spend them on kids. Like the orcs can just have armies galore. It's one of those things. It's very much to learn as you play, as you knowing that you left, right, and center. You're not gonna get it.
Yeah.
One important thing to note is if we do this game, we need something. One thing I absolutely hate about the company that makes this, they've got plenty of good things for it. One thing that sucks ass, the fact that they don't lower the price of the game over time. They only just give it bigger sales when they eventually.
Sounds about right.
Like if you want the first game, it's the same price as the third game. It's just one will get a 75% sale and one 10%.
Games Workshop, am I right?
That's not Games Workshop. That's these devs. I love them. They make great games.
Money
Really
is
good
the
about like
lifeblood of success.
passing on great examples like from 1 to 2. They didn't need to make it so that way we automatically get our stuff. Like port it over. They could have screwed us on that, but they chose not to.
Well, I mean, it sounds like a lot of the stuff, like, you have to pay just as much for the first game as you did when it came out 7 years ago, so they got to give you something.
Yes. Well, they don't. Well, that's the thing, is they really don't have to. They could have easily been like, no. Gotta buy new DLC characters. Gotta buy them. That's what a lot of companies do. For heck, with now it did change for 3 compared to 2, because when they were like, yeah, we're not gonna bring in second game, doing completely new game modes. It's not gonna hold. Now if they try and do that, but back in the day,
Back in my day.
shut themselves in.
Back in my day. The armies move a little bit slow.
I can move them fast. I can go into fast speed. Not going.
Okay.
Moving into fast speed is asking. Slow.
You just don't have the attention span to be able to deal with it.
No, not across everything going on at my moment.
Ridiculous. Ridiculous. It's just weak. Ugh, stomach. Ugh. My stomach, she is displeased though.
Man, they are just going on a fucking wild.
Leaving them on a merry chase, are you?
Yeah, like this whole cluster of guys. I've been eating away at their main army.
This is kind of weird. This doesn't feel like... I guess it's just because you're zoomed out so far.
I can go in and be like this.
Yeah, I suppose. Who said you could reset your army?
Me. His army is now all at half health. They're taking some damage. I'm so glad that something the living armies have to deal with. Their units getting tired.
Oh, that's kind of a lame game
Well,
mechanic.
It's meant to make you roll out your units. You have units fight for a while, then you have a new phase of units hit, and you put your old ones out, so you can have a breather for them. It makes it more realistic and more detailed combat, which is cool, fun, but not something that you have to deal with when you're.
Excuse me.
Of course it is. Get the fuck out of there, horses! The one thing that can be annoying in this game, and just a couple of your units, your models, don't fucking listen.
Yeah.
The whole unit keeps taking damage, 90%. Fireball.
Is that the name of your special move?
No, it's actually not an item.
I'm just gonna assume that the attack's not actually called that.
It's not. It's Fireball. Fucking Fireball is a better name.
It is. It definitely is. So wait, can you stop time?
Time to stop.
I see, I see.
Missiles still in the air.
Yeah, okay, alright. Gives you a bit of an unfair advantage.
I can also go Momo. We watched their orc boss just charge through Billy Boys.
Yeah, their boss is on the front line. That's a bit... Is that a bit dangerous?
Oh, that works in a nutshell.
Didn't you say they lose if the boss dies, though?
So their guys will run away, but as you notice, white flags over there. So, big thing is, core bosses are very strong melee units. They can wipe out entire fleets. And they're generally pretty strong. The problem that these guys are having now, there's only one of him. Normally want to have like multiple armies fighting, have some support, but all of his support units can keep doing damage as long as I don't play like an idiot.
Your armies are getting kind of weak.
They are, but I can also replace them. Potentially, we would solve the problem.
I see.
So all of these, essentially, this is the only unit I don't want to lose. Right? I can't get more of these snake boys if they die right now. Eventually I'll be able to, but right now I can't. So like, losing them is essentially unacceptable. All of the rest of the skeleton, they're trashy. Like if I was playing vampire, same thing. Leaned over to pick up some drink.
Yeah. I did kind of hear it, but I didn't want to say anything.
It's fine. Life happens. An eraser.
I kind of forgot about the eraser because I'm not looking at my phone screen
Yeah.
where it's currently showing.
I'm sad I haven't had any time to work on the new model that's going to be replacing the guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, just essentially since I showed you it, I have been.
Your forces rule
Alright,
this
so now I
province.
own.
Any
Now I own
contesting
this
claim
whole
to
like
this
strip of
territory
land,
has
this
been
territory.
eliminated.
So I can actually put a
Now
commandment
that your
across the
rule
land.
is unquestioned, issue a commandment to rouse the populace, so that they
More
may better
money
serve
now.
your ends.
Casualty rate's fine. That I'm gonna increase my control and reduce the corruption. That way, the more control I have, the more growth I have. Good. Bitch. Oh, wait. Put him on for now. I don't plan to make you fight, but I'm not. Yet. I don't mean. And here. Good down. Even I don't want to fuck Gaben. Elves or bats?
Elves.
Elves? Okay, we'll go after the elves.
Get them out of here.
Next turn, I assume elves. It might be dark elves.
Does that matter?
Well, elves are good and dark elves are bad. But no, where you want to murder them all. Realistically, the only difference between the dark elves take slaves. But so do we, so not a problem.
I see.
I am playing one of the evil races. Fine. Yes.
It is what it is.
What it be what it is. Definitely hope the elves have. Otherwise, oh. That is one thing I'm really bad about in this game. I don't make allies. I make corpses. Take the boot. That casket. Yeah. Silly amount. Rarely have this much money. I'm normally like living right on the edge, barely climbing. I also tend to, as quickly as possible, have multiple armies running around stomping. Being forced to only have one army is keeping my costs down a lot.
So why are you forced to only have one army?
So for this particular guy and this particular type of faction, to get more armies, I need to do certain action. I haven't been able to do that yet.
You haven't completed any of those actions, is what you're telling me.
Much, yeah. They're slightly. Fuck them. I'm gonna dump them.
You think you're gonna win even though they're stronger than you?
Yeah.
Aren't you gonna look silly if they win?
Yes, but the game will also be over, so I won't have to care that much.
Tier 2. So we can be allies in this when we're playing multiplayer, or do we have to be enemies and just work together?
We can be allies. Like, there is this button here, diplomacy. Like, if I wanted to, right now I have a non-aggression pact with
Sorceress.
some clan that's up here. I could, anything, there's a spell. Okay, I want to, guys, I could say, I could like different offers we could, but
Unparalleled
that well,
supreme
like to hear
sorceresses of
trade
Grond
agreement.
are not known for
That's
their
it.
patience.
let's say, let's do a trade agreement. We already have a non-aggression. Like the deal.
How can you tell?
This is -20 here. I can hover over it and tells me all the breakdown of why they're mad.
Oh,
So, like, I could throw more money at them, and like I will offer a bunch of money to like me more. No matter what, they're not going to be happy with it. Trade agreement isn't going to work. Right now, let's. Oh fuck! They want way too much money. I'm not so not gonna do it. But yeah, you see what edit's like.
Well,
These ones we're already somewhat friendly with.
Lords of the desert, shuffle forth to the Black Court. Speak.
They're not happy enough with. I'm not going. Oh yeah, there's diplomacy. I just have Yeah. So like we could have like an actual agreement, which of itself will be helpful even if we're not nearby to enforce it. Just being with each other, yeah, it will be like, well, there's 3 armies that's going to have to fight here rather than the one that's actually nearby. Because like if I choose Tomb King, you choose the Empire, Heaven, Earl. We're going to be in different parts of the map.
Now, what are the chances of can you betray me? That's all I'm worried about.
I would have to declare war, but yes.
No, I don't like that.
To betray me.
I would never, but you are known to give in to temptation.
Many secrets lie in the hidden places of the world. Oh, grand.
What's with this narrator dude?
Perhaps even an
That's the guy that owns the book of the past and the present.
you should strike far afield.
He's essentially telling me, I've got a specialty quest that I could go to teleport.
I see.
Embarrassing. If I leave this settlement, I could, that quest. But considering
You could do stuff and things.
I'm about to deal here with that. I will deal with that quest later.
Presently.
Yeah, I'm ready. 7 turns, I'll be able to do it. Alright. Wait for the Sisters of Twilight to come and fight. I expect this to be a hard fight. Unless I can break their brains and make them chase my cavalry. Oh, this is...
Man, there's such a delay
Disappointed dragon. Said well suck it up and win.
on the text to speech.
There's just a slight delay. It just came through.
You need not face
But it's-
your enemies.
Yeah, I only put it in like a minute and a half ago.
And that was on YouTube, right?
Yeah.
Will do much
Still,
to
it's
build
better than the
trust
alternative
between you.
considering...
Trade
It's actually
relations
easy.
or an alliance may follow.
Whatever reason, my Streamlabs... Give myself one.
Well, you also don't have chat visible in your streams, anyways.
I don't, but I meant visible for me. I need to...
Unless your Twitch chat is.
My Twitch chat is, yes. Well, it might be. Might be, I think.
Disappointed dragon. Said can you see me?
Yes, I can see you. Can you see it on? I don't
No,
know.
I meant on the.
I don't know.
I don't think it is.
Disappointed dragon. Said fall cry, fall cry, fall cry, fall cry.
Bald cry, bald cry, bald cry, bald cry.
Yeah, because it's not visible. So sad. I also like how it says bald cry when it's clearly a fall guy crying.
Oh, it's probably saying fall cry then.
Which I would like to play again.
Yeah. Who knows? Maybe we'll do that tomorrow for our group play. Tomorrow's the, whatever our group wants to play again. Okay.
Yeah. I love those. Those are my favorites.
The Mondays are?
Yeah, I mean, I like group games. They're great.
They are fun.
I'm gonna have to upload something to my channel again soon. I haven't been over a week because, well, it wasn't here.
Oh, I think we're gonna have a fight.
I did upload one the day I left. Did you get a chance to look at those pogs?
I did look at the pogs. Quite nostalgic.
Some of them are great. I had a guy comment on it. He was telling me how they're called something completely different in his country, and they're still kind of a thing.
Really?
Which is pretty cool.
That's
Yeah.
What say you, sister? I say no.
I've forgotten the name he said, but it's in the comment.
Ooh, so here's the thing. Do I
Made by
risk
Panini.
do I risk doing this fight myself, or I could lose, or do I just auto win?
Dude, you know you gotta risk it for the biscuit.
Alright. Hope I don't fuck this up.
You better not.
Well, if we do,
Because his army is stronger than yours, eh?
his army is slightly weaker. It just depends on. Got a lot of rank. Oh, the big one. As well as I like long. Doing it?
I do find it funny that the Discord stream keeps on becoming pixelated and horrible, but the YouTube stream looks fun.
Yeah. That's because Discord wants me to pay it to stream to you. And I tell them, fuck off. Why would I pay? That's just dumb.
Yep, so I know it's playing Wallpaper Engine.
When you know it's playing Wallpaper Engine.
Yep. It's not really a game. Oh, a couple of your armies are pretty weak, man.
Yes.
I suspect if we end up playing this as a group, we're gonna lose a lot.
Oh, yes. I expect us to get our shit pushed in. That doesn't matter. At all.
It does a little bit. I don't like losing. You know what? I kind of wish you had never shown me Guga Foods. It's that guy that dry ages everything. Because now I have watched so many of his videos, and every time I'm like, man, I can't afford to eat steak like this. Feels bad.
He's got way more money than.
Yeah, the amount of times he like makes Wagyu steak and stuff, and I'm like, I'm probably never gonna get to eat that in my life. Feels good. Although it did make me want to go have steak, so I have had steak a couple of times this month, especially while we were on vacation.
Oh, you're on vacation.
Hey man, couple weeks, we gotta go too. I don't know how many weeks. Gotta figure that out with the guys. We're gonna go and have some Rio again. What do you mean, so I say? You're coming. You can't break the tradition now.
Oh no, the tradition happened all of my life.
It's happened 3 times, sir. More if you count your guys' birthdays. Don't act like you don't enjoy it.
enjoy it. It's both expensive, hard on my.
Nah, it's wonderful.
What I'm doing right now is essentially making mini blocks of kind of gotten fucked on this level. It's really defensive right here, but I can't go around behind them with the cavalry.
Yeah.
Kinda has been my entire strategy.
You'll be fine.
Hey brother, can you spare some time? A lightning bolt just struck my mind. Think that I might help you feel it too. It's not about some higher love or secret word from up above. What you take from it is up to you. So come on, brother, it's this year's epiphany.
Hey,
And you can feel it if you
let me just start moving. Oh, well, that's really bad. Holy shit. They've got very, very long range. Get a little damage.
I hang my doubts up on the wall. I name my ghosts, I name them all. Call them to account for my disgrace. I write down in the ledger lines a tally of my troubled mind. Feel it fall away
Hell.
without a trace. So come on, brother, it's this year's epiphany. And you can feel it if you try.
Hey,
Come on, brother, and sing along with me to this year's epiphany. It's all I wanted, a chance to live, to breathe, to be a ring a bell for every angel that I meet. Every angel that I meet.
Violence. You never even tried diplomacy.
oh, you told me to go hunt the elves, so I'm hunting elves.
That's fair. But maybe I meant hunt a trade agreement.
Then you phased it.
Maybe I meant hunt them as friends. Hunt for trade alliances. Hunt for things that you have in common.
Yeah, he's poorly. Better.
Nah, you're just a bad diplomat.
Well, I'm very much a bad diplomat. I don't think we're gonna win this, Nate. I think you have screwed us over.
I didn't screw us over. You just had to do a good job, and you didn't do a good job. That's not my fault.
It's absolutely your fault. We players. We know not to listen to them.
That's not how it works. You just have to do better. This is just like tactics, where you don't listen to me and you lose. This time I said, don't mess up. You didn't listen to me, so we're gonna lose. Just don't suck. Just don't suck.
Fortunately, I suck. We know
His
this.
army was weaker.
His army was a little weaker, and now it's a lot stronger. Also, I was supposed to have reinforcements that the game has not decided to send me, which is really what has fucked me over.
Why didn't they send you reinforcements?
I don't know why my reinforcements have not come, but they're not here. And because of it, I am probably...
Did you somehow not set up your reinforcements properly?
They're automatic. I don't actually get a say where they show up or not. Well, the fact that they didn't show up, and I'm now absolutely losing because of it. No bueno at all. Yeah. Oh yeah.
No bueno.
I've lost my hero units. Done.
Where's your boss?
He has died, and that's why my units are starting to bleed.
Oh, I see. Well. So falls an empire?
Yeah, because we only have the one army, and it's going to take me a long time to rebuild. So I might not be out, but realistically, I'm probably out. Oh, yep, there's everyone else dead. And snakes are dead.
Unfortunate.
Yep. So that's a unit we can't get back. That might
Rough.
just be GG.
Rough.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I still don't understand how this game really works. So... Okay.
It instantly nuked my garrison. They never even spawned, that's why they're not on the board. That didn't help. Feel bad.
So how come you can't generate them again?
So the snake guys are giving me as I spawn the game. I don't have the technology unlocked to build that kind of unit. So
Can you not unlock it later?
Eventually, yes, I can. But that's way down the tech tree. That's like, I would have to survive, build out my own, unlock things 100 turns. So one day I could get it back. But right now, I'm in the middle of a war, and I no longer have an army. No.
You like challenges, right? You like playing like Dark Souls.
Yeah. I don't. There's no rebuilding it all amount of time. We're just gonna call that a GG, game over. Start to new.
Reinforcements didn't come, feels bad.
Yeah, that felt real bad. Like, that was the single worst map I could have played on, and we didn't get our reinforcements. Because, like, if it had been one of the more open maps, I would have done the whole cheat bit with my fucking cavalry. But,
I command here.
Wouldn't do that. So,
I don't know, Sintich.
Finch? No. Fuck that.
just because it's a weird name.
Do not want to play as the demon.
I am Prince and Emperor.
He is incredibly difficult.
I'm not gonna lie to you, I literally can't read any of the names anymore because of how bad the stream is. Okay, I can read the bottom one. Be Lizardmen.
Yeah, we're gonna go as Living Dino.
Yeah, why not? Which one looks the most like a T-Rex?
Sadly, it's the one I bad boy here because he actually gets. But I can't.
Yeah, that guy's pretty cool.
Can't play him, sadly. I don't have.
The first one kind of looks like a frog.
Yeah, he's a giant wizard frog.
Yeah, just pick that one.
Yeah.
Because he's hilarious.
Alright, we'll pick him. Pretty for sure he is from Total War 2. So if you guys are wanting, you have to get you guys number 2 because he has.
Why? Which ones are available in 1?
You would have to pull up Google because I don't remember. I know the Empire is, I know the vampires are, I know the dwarves are, and the orcs. I assume Dark Elf?
Oh, very few.
What is it?
Empire, dwarves, greenskins, and vampire counts, as well as eventually Bretonia.
Oh yeah, but Baritoni's the for the game. Yeah, there's those ones.
No, apparently it was added free eventually.
Oh, nice. Oh, that would be what it is, yeah, for base. And then if you look at number 2, you can see how many ones it adds.
Six new ones. Well,
Could be the dinos. Which
High Elves, Lizardmen, Dark Elves, Skaven, Tomb Kings, and Vampire Coast. Which I guess is different from Vampire Counts.
Yes, Vampire goes to Vampires.
Oh, that's actually kind of neat. Yeah, that's a lot more races. That's now 11 races as opposed to 5.
Yes. So I don't know if you get the original. You don't have the first game by the second.
I don't know. I would assume that you would.
I know that if you the DLC is transferred, but I don't. Alrighty. Let's fight, bitch. Oh, Slanesh. By Coast. Yeah. We'll have to see what Keb owns.
Words.
Because, yeah, if he's super against it. Yep, fun range. No! I hope that the game is actually loading and hasn't actually crashed.
I cannot tell.
Oh, it's back.
Oh no,
it's back.
the bar's moving. Bar's moving.
Well, it went with that white screen with the pop-up. Wait for it to continue or close the game. It's like, wait? Oh. Right, these Slashy bitches stole one of my fucking units. Oh. Slanesh's whole thing is temptation. And, yeah.
Yeah.
Still fight it. Oh, one of my fucking missile units. I need my blow dart bitches. I'll get that unit back, but it's going to be fucked up from me fucking it up. First bastard. Alright, start battle. One problem with Big Boy here, though, he's real slow. Movement. Back into the line. Kind of a waste of this guy, but also great.
Need more commentary.
Yeah,
How do you commentate this?
I need to get better at commenting, but I a little difficult.
Maybe he will save us from our lack of commentary.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Holy shit,
What?
Kevin, save us.
Words and things and such and vernacular diarrhea.
That was very entertaining. Continue, please.
Oh boy, we're already at the bottom of the barrel here.
Scrape it.
Is
Scrape
this
it.
that new game you're talking about?
This is the Total War game I was talking about. Would you want to play strategy? As you can see, in combat, it's real-time strategy. Outside of combat, it is like more like Civ or stuff like that.
Okay. I feel like if the three of us played on one team, we would make up one normal player.
That's the thing, is I was very much also talking about that we're looking for. I'm not expecting us to play Pete.
Not at all.
PvE.
Yeah, it would be us versus. I'm ready for it. Even like with this, how this is going on, you kind of see how I'm struggling.
Yeah, he already lost once.
Oh yeah, we had a complete game over. Nate told me instead of taking the easy victory to fight it myself.
Oh, of
Yeah,
course.
you had the stronger army. You shouldn't have lost.
Yeah. Kind of weird how when, you know, a third of my army doesn't fucking show up to the battle, I get fucked over.
Still don't know why that happened, though, to be fair.
We have no idea. It should not have happened. That's never happened to me before. It is absolutely one of those moments of, yeah, I'm sorry, the game.
Victory!
Took way too much damage, but woo!
Hey, you still won.
So I got to eat some fish.
Fish?
Yeah, I
What
got
kind of fish?
salmon.
Ooh, I do love me some salmon. How was it cooked?
It was cooked fine. I mean, it was like a little rushed because we didn't actually start eating until like 6:30, 7 o'clock.
Well, I more meant like the way it was cooked, not like was it cooked good.
So it was baked in the tin foil or whatever, and they had like salt, lemon, onion, other herbs and garlic and stuff like that.
Yeah, you know what's really good on that too? Adding some mayo.
They used mayo for Sarah's because they couldn't use butter for obvious reasons.
Yeah. No, Will, it sounds bad, but when you bake the mayo on the fish, it actually does taste really good.
You know what? I'll just do what like every other normal human will do and have the vastly superior choice of butter.
You do both.
That's too much fat.
It's not. But
You're
you put
adding
dill
fat
on there too?
on top of fat.
Yeah, you just don't understand. You haven't
I
tried it.
do understand. That's just fat on fat, you fat bastard.
I'll make it for you sometime. You'll understand.
I like the way my dad knows it. My dad makes fish fucking goated.
I mean, I don't doubt it. The salmon is always good.
Although then again, like he does like completely different, and it's like eating candy almost. He'll use like soy sauce, brown sugar, and a bunch of other stuff, and
Oh, that would be so good.
but he pan fries it, and then he'll like baste it in between cooking and letting it kind of, because he'll put the lid on top of it, so then it kind of like steams it.
Yeah. That would be delicious.
And then I murdered a bunch of aphids by accident.
What?
You know what an aphid is?
Yeah, the little bugs, right?
Yeah, I like walked back inside after busy cutting down these branches to this tree, and Sarah thought like Vincent and I like walked out of a murder scene because our arms were just like covered in this like weird kind of like purpley red, just like gashes all over our arm, so it looked like we like cut ourselves. It definitely wasn't because we were chasing each other with a chainsaw. Definitely not.
That's good. Chasing each other.
Yeah, that doesn't seem likely.
I mean, I probably shouldn't have chased him with that snake. It's fine.
I could have seen. Oh, yeah, that would result in bad things to you. I could see you guys having a whippersnapper fight.
A whipper?
Yeah.
Who the fuck has those types of fights? What kind of mouth-breathing troglodyte?
It's the kind of thing I could see you doing. A weed whacker.
Hey,
Fuck, that would actually like cut you up. No.
Yeah.
If you get one of the like cheaper ones, the ones that are like battery powered that you charge up, it would not cut you. It would just leave welts. And I could definitely see the two of you like giggling and attacking each other with it.
I'm not a fake and a fraud of a landscaper. I use the superior gas-powered.
Well, that's why you bought the electric ones, just for your whippersnapper fights.
What kind
One
of...
is for professional work and one is for play.
This motherfucker's going after my capital while I'm just a hop, skip, and a jump away.
Kick his ass.
This is my turn. I'm going for him. Yeah.
Like, you can't do that and then just like summon Blue Eyes White Dragon and attack his life points directly.
I advise you to find
You
ways
cannot.
to further your methods of war.
Yes, I can.
Put your
What?
best
No,
minds
bitch.
to work on research.
I have the Blue Eyes deck, minus Jet.
I don't believe it.
Why don't you believe it?
He's gonna
bought
steal
it
one of my
for-
fucking javelins.
Because
again,
I went-
Bitch.
Because I went through all of your cards and only saw one alternative.
Yeah, but so those, it's in a binder.
I see, I see.
So, right now I'm fighting against Slaneshi.
I mean, I didn't see any alternatives.
And they still want my fucking when we fight. So annoying. They keep taking my back line.
Honestly, it's the really ugly alternative. You chose to use the right ones.
Well, yeah, they're the place that I got from you, like eons.
Yeah, I know.
Hey,
Hey,
you
Kevin,
know?
still have that Void deck? No, I sold that deck. Dude, I wanted it! Well, I don't know what to say, dude.
Look, I'm very changeable at times, okay?
Changeable.
I sometimes get tired of things, but then eventually like it again later. It's all good. I actually don't need an Infernoid deck. It was just me like feeling like I wanted to make an old deck, but the idea of just making decks of archetypes I like is a much better idea.
Swear.
Heroes, Crystal Beasts, GX basically.
Yeah, GX sucks.
Alright, Cyber Dragon player.
No. One card is not a deck make.
Yeah, there's a few more cards than just Cyber Dragon in there that are from GX. All of them, in fact, but that's beside the point.
I don't think Core was in.
You don't think which one was in there?
I don't think Core, Furs, Galaxy Soldier, Next.
I'm pretty sure most of them are actually in the comics for Zane, which is still GX.
Lies. If it didn't happen in the anime, it's not real.
That's not how that works, bud.
It's definitely how that works.
No, I can't wait for my U-Bell GX deck too. It's gonna be sick.
I'm gonna buy out all the U-Bell cards online just so you can't get it.
Why would you do that to me? Like, legitimately, why?
That'd be a lot of cards, Kevin. That is some impressive.
I don't deserve to be treated that way.
It's like I may be in debt and broke, but at least Nate doesn't get his U-Bell card.
Why?
Also, since you would have them all, you could start selling them for each jacked up price.
Well, that's true. I would have a monopoly, and I could charge Nate like $1,000, and he'd have to buy it.
Why?
Yeah, buy it or not, be able to use it.
For what reason?
Because I'm an asshole.
That's not a good enough reason.
You don't. Yeah, no. You ask for what reason, not give me a good reason.
Yeah.
Well, I'm expecting a good reason when I ask for a reason, if I'm
I'm
being
expecting
honest.
you just to understand and accept your predicament.
But I've done so many nice things.
Fighting in the tree.
I'm such a good person.
They're in the trees, man. They're in the trees.
What a legendary line.
I don't
Back from the glory days.
The glory days. I said it yesterday.
No, but like you don't, you're referencing something you don't even understand.
What? What am I referencing?
It happened in the Forbidden Riot game.
Yeah, but I said it.
No, because it was the Sonas that said it to Sam and I.
What are you talking? I've said it long before that.
No.
I've been saying I'm a good person. I don't deserve this since we met.
No, the trees. Pay attention.
I will. Nate, he said that after I said, they're in the trees, man. They're in the trees.
Oh, that thing. I thought we were still talking about. Talk about changing the subject.
What are we changing the subject?
The subject is the game that we're playing right here, where I have crocodiles in the trees.
We were having a separate conversation.
Oh, you were having a separate conversation with yourself.
No, I was talking to you. You just weren't listening.
You-
Is this commentary better?
I was taught. Yes, actually, it's way better.
You are on all of the fucking drugs.
No, legitimately, I was confused. I thought we were. It's fine. It's fine. Oh, I'm out of water. You know what I re-found an addiction for while I was in the States, Kevin?
Oh boy.
Arizona green tea.
Right, I remember you talking about how Poggers, the Arizona of green tea is. I don't really like green tea, so I don't share your sentiment.
So, I'm not talking about hot green tea. It's iced tea. Have you ever had the Arizona iced tea?
I've had iced tea before, and I don't really like it. But that's just me.
It's kind of like this. They don't really have iced tea in the States, which is one of those things that I find really depressing. Because we went to a restaurant, I'm like, "Can I have ginger ale?" They're like, "We don't serve that." Okay, can I have iced tea? We only have unsweetened brewed tea. Okay.
Yeah. Don't like if you ask for iced tea in the States, don't they literally just give you like tea with ice in it?
Yes. Yeah, with no sweetener added to it.
Oh, so is it just like a black tea?
Yes, just a cold black tea.
Okay.
Yeah, it was really weird. And of course they don't have ginger ale because that would be Canada Dry, which they don't have there. They have Schweppes, but it's not very popular, so none of the restaurants had it. So basically I had Sprite. Although, to be fair, Sprite in the States is way better than Sprite in Canada, so I mean, there's a plus for that.
How does that work?
Don't ask me. It's true.
Right. I mean, sure, I understand the whole, like, the Coca-Cola you get from McDonald's slaps infinitely harder than the Coca-Cola you get anywhere else. I don't know why. I think McDonald's has some kind of, like, backdoor deal. But, yeah, so I mean, I guess I could see that working.
It's really weird, but it tastes better. To be fair, I believe they have a different recipe because it's not called Sprite always. Sometimes it's called something else, but it's made by the same company. I don't know, it's weird. All of that to say that at the grocery stores in the States, they have Arizona green tea, which is iced tea that is actually sweetened. Alright, and it's like flavored with honey. And it's really, really good. They used to have it in Canada. You can still get it at gas stations in like cans, but in the States they have it in 4-liter jugs. And the 4-liter jug is like $2. So of course I bought several to have in our hotel.
That's cheaper than water. What the hell?
Yeah, it literally was cheaper than the water we bought. But that's not the point.
Kind of is the point.
The point is, it's delicious, and I looked on Amazon to see how much it would cost to buy those jugs here in Canada. You want to guess how much one of those jugs costs to ship to Canada?
I think you told me it was like $44 or something like that.
Yeah, $44. Ah.
Now, down in the States, were you able to get like torpedoes of Baja Blast?
Honestly, I didn't see it.
Right? The States is this magical wonderland of just death and junk food. So like,
I'll be honest, I didn't really look at their soda selection at all, aside from at the restaurants, because we didn't really want to have to carry it back to the hotel, and we had a very small fridge.
Okay.
So we had room for 2 jugs, and then my dad bought some A&W root. And then the fridge was pretty much full, aside from some red wine we picked up.
Hey.
Yeah, I can see that your tree strategy worked.
It was their tree strategy, it just worked again.
Yeah. I did find a Canadian site where I could buy flats of the cans for quite cheap. I could get 24 cans for $30, which I am still tempted to do.
Of your green tea stuff? Which drink are we talking about?
Same one, the green tea.
Okay.
But I feel like the shipping's gonna really hit me, because that's gotta be very heavy.
Yeah, probably.
Oh, yeah. That's true.
It's gonna hit you straight in the nuts.
Yeah. I do really like that green tea though. Caleb loves it too, although he likes the they have many flavors. I like the one that's flavored with honey and apples, and he likes the one that's just like lemon iced tea. The stuff it's more similar to Nest tea.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the other one because it tastes different. Like it's still a sweet drink, but it doesn't taste like brisk or Nest tea. It tastes different.
I'm a little sad that on my business, I didn't get to try like any. I tried one U.S. McDonald's, and that was it. Everything else was within our little event. Didn't get to try that shit.
I'm not gonna lie to you, man. The McDonald's there was lame.
Oh yeah, it was so freaking bad.
Their menu was so much more restrictive than ours. They had way less.
And it
doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't.
Yeah,
taste
no.
Better. Like it's. Awful.
We went to Arby's over there too, and I love Arby's. They had a third of the menu that we have at Canadian Arby's.
Yeah, it's kind of hilarious how bad their like fast food.
Like we went to the Arby's and it's like they don't have anything.
I mean, they have to have like the curly fries, the roast beef.
They do, but they don't have like the variety of sandwiches that we have in Canada. They've got like the regular menu, a couple of chicken sandwiches, and that's it. Like they've got like the beef, they have like the cheddar, they had a couple of chicken sandwiches, and then the only thing they had that was different from like Canada was they had the boneless chicken wings. That was pretty much the only difference.
So what's their slogan then? We had the meat?
No, they still have roast beef and chicken. Oh no, that's not true. They had a brisket sandwich that we didn't have in Canada. That was the one thing they had that we didn't have. And I will admit that it was really, really, really good. However, it was something I noticed that they had a lot in the States. It was like a barbecue like burger thing. Where it had like a lot of barbecue sauce on it. Because we actually had the exact same thing. We went to a taco place called like Del Taco, and they had brisket burritos.
I mean, sure, you can't really go wrong.
No, it was really good. It was just weird. Also, the Target had a section in it with like ready to go hot food. You know how like when you go to like Safeway and stuff, they have like the hot food section. It's like chicken and stuff.
Yeah.
The Target one had Pizza Hut pizzas.
Yeah. Hold.
Yeah, it had like Pizza Hut pizzas in like a crisper oven in like cardboard boxes.
Oh, Kevin, before I forget, in general chat, I posted another game that we could potentially play, which was recommended to me.
Oh, I thought this was the Void Crew game. This is a different game?
No, this is when he said, "What if I got you guys Warhammer?"
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Let me go check out Void Crew.
Yeah, Void Crew. It's a roguelike where you and your friends are on a spaceship trying to survive.
Oh, dude. Also, have you guys ever heard of the Italian restaurant? Oh, what's it called? It's got such a funny name. I'm gonna see if I can find it.
Your forces rule this province. Any contesting claim to this territory has been eliminated. Now that your rule is unquestioned, issue a commandment to rouse the populace.
Buca di Beppo, that's what it's called. Probably saying that terribly. Anyways, this is an Italian restaurant that was right beside our hotel, right? And we went in, and the whole place is a maze because all of the different rooms where the tables are themed, and all of the walls are covered in pictures. Some of them are a bit interesting. Yeah, they had some of like people's butts and stuff, and a bunch of ones that are just like just the side of racy. And they had a room that was like dedicated to the Pope, where the center of the table had a bust of the current Pope. They had another room that was all red, and they called it the Cardinal Room. The room we were in was called the Wine Room because the roof was like a wine rack that was just filled with wine bottles. And the way that it works is that you don't get individual meals. Everything on their menu is meant to be shared and is huge. So it's like, oh, I want a lasagna. All right. The small lasagna is for 3 people. The large lasagna is for 5.
I would hate that. I am not a fan of that type of. Like when I go to a place, I want to order food for my fat ass. I want to sit down on my fat ass and I want to eat that food.
Trust me, there's too much food for you to eat.
Yes, that's what the thing is. Like I don't want to have to order with 7 other people and get what everybody wants. I want to get what I fucking want and eat my own damn food. If I wanted to like make a family meal, I'd stay home and make a motherfucking family meal.
I mean, I get that, but it was actually quite nice because we just got garlic bread, lasagna, and pizza for Caleb, and like there was so much food we had leftovers for days.
Oh, what the?
That's fair.
It was also quite cheap for the amount of food you actually get. It was so funny because they brought out the lasagna. My mom's like, "How is that enough lasagna to feed 5 people?" And then she like scooped out a giant portion onto everyone's plate, and she's like, "Oh, I see. It's way more than it seems like."
They're just like deeper.
Well, yeah, it's because it was super tall. Like, normally when you buy one of those oven lasagnas, it's like 3 layers at most, and it's pretty shallow. But this one was like at least 2.5 times the height.
Success and glory. Without the means to support your armies, you will be powerless.
And it was good. But anything with ricotta cheese to me is pretty good. I also got their Brussels sprouts, and it was really funny because my dad hates Brussels sprouts, and he's like, "Okay, that smells really good. I gotta try it." And he's like, "I don't know how, but they actually made Brussels sprouts taste good."
Nice.
And so I don't know what they did, but they somehow made it so that, you know how Brussels sprouts is like basically a little cabbage. It has all the outer leaves.
Yeah.
The outer leaves were crispy like chips. Yeah, and it was like covered in garlic and like bacon and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's so good.
Oh, so that just reminded me. There was one meal that we had that was like on my trip. We spent a little time on it, but it was fucking fire. But anyway, back to the story. So we had had this. We're on a boat and they were giving us meals. Some of the meal at the beginning, we all got the salad. And it had this salad dressing on it. It was technically it was like a vinaigrette. It was probably the best fucking salad dressing I've tasted in my life. Like vinaigrettes, they normally have that bit of bite to them. They're kind of vinegar. Whatever. This was so fucking amazing. I don't even know how to describe it. It was so delicious. Everyone was like, had the entire meal. And everyone's like, okay, that was a pretty good meal. But man, that fucking salad dressing was so good.
I actually really enjoy. You've been to the old spaghetti factory, right? Their ranch dressing is a cut above. What are you laughing at?
444.
This is ranch.
It's really good ranch.
Well, I mean, I like ranch too. It's just that unfortunately
I English. Sorry, I have no idea what you said. What? We got someone on Twitch, but they spoke. Judging by the fact it said Ola and has Mexico in the way, I assume. But yeah,
I mean, I've still got it open. Let's see.
Yeah, their ranch is pretty good. Honestly, Spaghetti Factory. If you go to the right one, then I love when they have veal. They don't always have it. Good when they do.
I just love the free bread. If I'm not gonna lie, their bread is so good.
Oh, unlimited free bread. I don't need anything else.
The problem is you always get something else too.
Well, they know what they're doing. They absolutely know what they're doing, and they get you. You're like, I know what you're doing. I know what you're doing. I'm still gonna get it.
They did it to us at Outback too when we were in the States. We went to Outback and they bring you bread too, and it's just like, look, dude, I just ordered steak and ribs. I you know, I also ordered an appetizer, right? I didn't know there was going to be free bread. If I'd known there was going to be free bread, I wouldn't have bought the appetizer.
Why are you in my territory? We're not at war. You're not attacking me. You're not even in an attacking stance. Go away.
He just wants to visit, dude.
Just letting you know, I am 100% down to try out Void Crew.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Alright.
I just looked at it. It's like a... It's not like survival crafting, but it gives me the same kind of feeling.
Yeah, you're trying to survive, you're gonna do multiple runs, get stronger each run.
Salvage for parts, I'm assuming then you can like make better stuff or do upgrades.
Also went to Bubblegum Shrimp for the first time.
Was that English?
Have you ever seen Forrest Gump?
Yeah.
So in the movie, him and his old army mate start a shrimp restaurant. That shrimp restaurant is actually a chain in the States.
So we'd be nice to the orcs. Have them to pay me 300 earn, just go. There.
Why not? Yeah, do it. And then we'll betray them and kill them later.
When it comes to the AI, you don't want to just straight up betray them for no reason. As you do that, all of a sudden your trade reliability goes down.
Makes sense. Anyways, yeah, it's a chain from the movie. They have a lot of merch. But mostly what it is kind of like a seafood restaurant.
That's why I'm like, man, ground is really cool. Really need to.
Whew. Also tried a Vietnamese place over there. That was pretty good too.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, I think Outback was the best. The best one we went to, though.
Oh yeah.
It was just
Outback
so good.
of what?
That's what it's called, Outback Steakhouse.
Outback of what?
Well, I mean, that's what Caleb says every time he thinks of the name Outback. He thinks of an outhouse.
Oh, this is gonna go poorly for us.
What do you mean?
Well, the game thinks we're gonna lose.
Well, then don't fight him.
I can't. Fine, I'll run it. Okay, now I have to fight him.
Alright. Don't lose.
Yeah, that's not helpful. I remember what you said last time, don't lose, and it didn't go well.
It's not my fault that our army didn't show up. You're the commander. Why didn't you instill in them that they had to come?
I did. They just decided, fuck you. You don't need it. And now it's just our one army. But, man. Forts.
I was about to say, this does not look like a fair fight.
Well, he got another 1,000 units coming in behind.
Oh.
Yeah, I can squish guys decently. Problem is the rest of his defense.
Maybe his reinforcements won't show up like ours didn't.
I can hope for that, but I don't expect it.
It's not likely. Did I tell you guys that I bought Imperial credits while I was out too? That was good.
Did.
They're neat. They're metal. I can buy Imperial goods and services.
For now.
Yeah, we couldn't find a helmet for Guild, though we looked quite hard.
Oh yeah. No helmet.
Yeah. No, they had the First Order Stormtrooper, they had the Clone Trooper, and they had a Darth Vader helmet, but they did not have any Mandalorian ones at all. Nothing.
That's a little surprising.
I think it's because they said that they were sold out of them.
That would make
But like the lightsaber I got was the dark saber, and it was the Legacy Edition, which is apparently a Disneyland exclusive one.
If I... On my arch.
They had so many lightsabers though. Well, they had like a shop exclusively for lightsabers.
Ah, shit, here comes this.
Well, that was fast. Those reinforcements came in immediately.
No, he activated. He has too many reinforcements of the army.
Yeah.
That's illegal.
That's an awful lot of armies that man has.
Yeah. We are likely to lose.
I mean, he's sending them at you in very small amounts.
He is, but it's still more than
I don't know. Like, his armies are taking a lot more damage than yours are. Currently.
Yeah, he's got too many dudes just like chilling back. He's not really like.
Oh, never mind.
If he sent everything, yeah, you would have gotten those over.
You mean like right now as he's
Like right
sending
now.
the Fallen?
Yeah, but like I feel like he might have waited too long, right? Like those two groups are almost down.
He did not wait for
He's still got two just like sitting there waiting for the flank. Yeah, your units are looking kind of low though.
One of his
He's got some guys on your commander, that's not great.
well, I sent my commander into play because kind of
Yeah?
Yeah, just trying to start mobilizing everyone.
Yeah, you still have two armies that don't seem to be doing anything. What about those two back ones?
so those were melee. So wow, now they're going to go later.
Yeah, because your left side is almost gone. You just sent way too many people that way.
You might have to send some of those guys over though, because middle and right is kind of wills.
Honestly, I'm just hoping we're able to demolish this. We killed the commander, the chief.
What happened to all your guys on the forest? Are they dead?
They're still fighting an enemy.
I see. Well, according to the bar at the top, you're doing pretty good.
We are starting to hold us out.
No, his armies keep. Why are they retreating?
Essentially, they're losing leadership. Also having. If we're able to kill. Run then.
Oh god, I move you guys from the middle. Yeah. Yeah, this is over.
If I had enough magic to force him to stop moving. Holy shit! I can't believe we lost a bunch of units.
Yeah, you actually came out pretty good.
We should not have won that. That was brutal. I hate this screen because it's like, oh yeah, there's only the 3 units. How did you lose so much? Fuck you.
Well, maybe if you didn't suck.
Oh, actually, we didn't lose anybody. Everyone just barely squeaked by and survived.
Well, you did actually lose 850 units.
Yeah, but we didn't lose
About.
we lost 403 models, but we didn't lose any actual units. Models can be replaced super easily. Units are you lose their XP basically. Units. Of course, you want the more experienced they are, the more damage they are, the more they have.
Yeah, your guys are pretty low on HP.
Yes. Honestly, I'm probably actually going to have to push forward. I need to kind of hit while the iron's locked. But that'll be for next time. It's 9.
Indeed. It is.
Time to stop. That replenish. Oh, he's got another big army. Never mind, I'm going to run.
For the lost plaques of Chotek, Savage
I'm gonna push my back. I'm running away.
Yeah, I was like, oh yeah, if he's kind of fucked up, then he's healing. You're going back home. Absolutely going home. I need more units. So yeah. Anyways, that'll be enough for today. Thanks for watching.
We will see y'all tomorrow.